Hi my dear students, how are you? So in the last class we have completed hand sheet 1, am I right? So I hope you are getting answers for every question. So there are nearly 17 questions, so you are getting answers, am I right? So now we are moving on to the next topic. The next topic is, so there is no heading, there are different topics. There are nearly 4 topics we have to discuss in this topic. So these 4 are like formulas, and these 4 are very important, and we have to do the problems by this concept. Are you okay? So first of all, our chapter is binomial theorem. Binomial theorem, what is binomial theorem? For a plus b whole power n. So in the last class we have observed the expansion form of binomial theorem. We have observed 4 important points. First one is, we have observed by using summation formula and the number of terms. If the degree of the indices of a plus b, a binomial term, is n, it has n plus 1 terms, and that is the second point. And the third point, the equidistance from the points, and we have discussed these points in this class. So again we are starting from the general expansion. What is the general expansion of a plus b whole power n? That means, what is the binomial theorem for a plus b whole power n? We are writing a plus b whole power n is equal to, I think you know very well about this. So you can write easily. How it is? Write directly nc naught a power n plus nc naught a power n b power 0 plus nc1 a power n minus 1 into b power 1 plus nc2 a power n minus 2 b square plus nc3 a power n minus 3 into b3 b cube and so on plus ncn a power 0 into b power n. This is the general formula. Every time we have to write the binomial expansion in direct method. No need to write a, c0, nc1, nc2, nc3 and so on, ncn. Then after that write the variables of a power n, the minus 1, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and the last one is a power 0, b0, b1, b2, b power 0, b power 1, b power 2, b square, so b square, b cube and so on, b power n. Not like this. You can write directly. So from these binomial expression we have observed some important points in the last class. Am I right? From that important points we have completed hand sheet 1. Again from this expansion we have to understand some more points. Everything from this expression, from this expansion is a binomial theorem. This expansion is a binomial theorem. From this our chapter is a binomial theorem. From this expansion we have to observe some more important points. In that one, first one is, if you observe the first term, in the binomial expansion is nc naught a power n b power 0. So sometimes we are not writing b power 0, this time we are writing b power 0. So we need that. For example, the second term is nc1 a power n minus 1 into b power 1, and third term is equal to nc2 a power n minus 2 into b square. The same way, fourth term is equal to nc3 a power n minus 3 into b cube and so on. Nth term is equal to NCn a power n minus n into b power n. So I am just separating the terms. This is the first term, this is second term, third term, fourth term, and so on the nth term. How you get a power 0, a power n minus n? So from these terms we have to observe some important point. For example, one of the question I am asking you, can you answer my question? For example, I am asking a question, 3x minus 4y whole to the power of 10. 3x minus 4y whole to the power of 10. In this expansion, in the expansion form of this question, how many terms it has? How many terms it has? Yes, tell me. Absolutely 11. Why? Because the n value is 10, so that the binomial expansion has one more than their degree. That means it has 10, so it has 11 terms. In that 11 terms, can you find the sixth term? Can you find what is the sixth term? I don't want to write the complete expansion. Don't write the complete expansion. So, but you have to tell me what is the sixth term by the expansion form of 3x minus 4y whole to the power of 10. Can you tell? Can you tell? Anyone guess? The same way, for example, the same question, the different question, 9x minus 1 by root x whole to the power of 100. I want 25th term. I want 25th term. Can you guess? Can you tell me? I want 25th. I want the answer, the exact answer. What is the 25th term? I don't want a complete expansion. You cannot write the complete expansion of 9x minus 1 by root x whole to the power of 100. It has 101 terms. So it's very hard to write the complete expansion form of this form. I don't want like that. But I want the answer for what is the 25th term of this expansion. Can you? So you are feeling it is a very tough problem. It is very tough problem. For example, I am asking a third question. The question, please be work hard and please be keep in your mind what are the questions I am asking. If you understand my questions, you can understand the concept. If you understand the concept of questions, for example, what are the questions I am asking you? What are the questions I am asking you? Keep on your mind in that. You can understand my concept, and the concept is very useful to you. Otherwise, I am telling you the concept, then go to the examples. So I think we are getting some doubts. For example, what are the questions? What are the types of questions they are asking? You have to keep in mind. Then you can understand the concept. For example, one of the question: x minus y whole to the power of 20. A simple question. X minus y whole to the power, for example, x plus y. Every time I am taking minus, so that's why I am taking plus. X plus y whole to the power of 10, whole to the power of 20. How many terms it has? Tell me, how many times it has? Yes, it has 21 terms. It has 21. I am asking the question, what is the term from end to fourth term? What is the fourth term from end? What is the fourth term from end? I am asking the question. Observe my question. I want the fourth term, not from beginning. Not from beginning. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want this term. I want the term from back to fourth term. Back to fourth term. I want the fourth term from back. That's why I arrow like this. So I want fourth term from back, from end of the terms to end of the term with the last term, before term, and the before term, and the before term. I want the fourth term from the back. So how can we? So from these problems solving by help of I am telling the concept. This concept is not a tough. It's not tough, it's very easy. If you observe the general forms of every term you can understand and you can solve these questions very easily. Did you understand, my students? So now we are learning the number of terms. The number of terms are okay, but they are asking a particular number of terms. They are asking what is the fifth term of the given expansion, what is the 10th term of the given expansion, what is the 20th term of the given expansion. These type of questions we have to solve by the observation of the general forms of every term. The general forms of every term. How can we get the first term? What is the general form of first term? What is the general form of second term? What is the general form of third term? If you observe their general forms, you can answer the question and you can frame the formula and you can answer the questions. Are you okay? So now look at on our general forms. So did you understand my questions? So we can solve these questions in our hand sheet too and further topic. So now we have to observe some important points. Those are, this is the first term. So every term has n. That is a count. Why? Because the power of the index of the given binomial is n. Okay, for example, it has 10, we are getting 10C0, 10C1, 10C2, 10C3 up to 10C10. Am I right? So I am taking 15, in the place of n we are getting 15. So the n is depending on the index of the binomial expression. Am I right? The degree of the index of binomial expression. The binomial expression having 15, so we are writing 15C1 to 15C0 to 15C15. Okay. Now, and the second and the first important point, that is, now observe the second point. The second point is, this is the first term. The suffix of C as 0. First term 0 and the second term 1. Third term 2 and the fourth term 3 and nth term is so no need to write the nth term. So no need to write the nth term. So if you observe these points, first term NC0, second term NC1, third term NC3, fourth term NC3, fourth term NC3. If you observe the suffix of every C in every term is 1 less than the number of term. 1 less than the number of term. How is it, sir? For example, first term 1 less than 1 minus 1 0. Second term 2 minus 1 1. Third term 3 minus 1 2. Fourth term 4 minus 1 3. That means the suffix of C is 1 less than the number of terms. 1 less than the number of term. That means number of the term. A term yokka number kante 1 less ga undi C suffix. And the powers of AR, if you observe the powers of AR is equal to the suffix of C. If you observe here, the index of A is n minus the suffix of C. N minus the suffix of C. How it is? For example, this is A power. I am writing clearly. The first point is n. N is the degree of the index of binomial expression. The binomial expression. Next, suffix of, for example, we have observed the second point is the suffix of C is suffix of C is 1 less than the number of number number of term. 1 less than the number of term. For example, it is the first term, 1 minus 1, 0. The suffix of C is 1 less than the number of term. Second term, 3 minus 1, 2. Third term, 4 minus 1, 3. Now we are observing the powers of A. Index of A, listen. Index of A is n minus suffix of C. N minus suffix of C. If you observe that the power of A is, the index of A is here n minus 0 is n. Here n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. The same way the last term, nth term is also A power n minus n. N minus n. Next, the index of B. Index of B, observe it. Here, suffix of C and B power 0. Suffix of C1, B1. Suffix of C2, B square. Suffix of C is 3, B3. That means index of B is equal to suffix of C. Observe these 4 points clearly. You can write the general formula by these 4 points. For example, n is the index of binomial expression. The binomial expression has 5, so n is equal to 5. I explained already. Next, the suffix of C is C suffix 1 less than the number of term. For example, it has 1 term, it is 0. Second term, 1. Third term, 2. Fourth term, 3. 15th term, 14. 31st term, 30. 25th term, 24. That is the suffix of C. Next, the index of A is n minus suffix of C. A power n minus suffix of C. For example, A power n minus 0 because NC not. NC1, A power n minus 1, n minus 2, NC2. Observe the suffix of C is 2, so the index of A is n minus 2. Suffix of C is 3, so it is n minus 3. Like that. The same way, now the B power. So B power C is the index of B is equal to the suffix of C. In the first term, suffix of C is 0, so it is B power 0. Suffix of C is 1, it has B power 1. Suffix of C is 2, B square. If the suffix of C is 13, B power 13. Like that. From these 4 points, now we are writing rth term. Rth term. If you write this general formula, you can get easily. That means the term, rth term, TR, denoted by rth term. This is simply denoted by capital T, small r. TR is equal. If you observe, now we are writing by these examples. So TR is equal to, now we are writing TR plus 1. TR is equal to TR plus 1. Why it is R is equal to 2. For example, we are taking, these are the values of R. For example, this is, if R is equal to 0, it is the first term. That means R plus 1. That is first term. R is equal to 1, 0 at the term. So, for example, we are taking 2 plus 1, 3. So, this is the third term. Fourth term, like that. So, if you observe, every term has the common element n. N is the common. C. For example, if you are writing R plus 1th term, it is decreased by 1. Simply, I think you are confusing for TR, so rub that. TR, you are confusing that. For example, drop that here. So we are discussing r plus 1 theta. So now we have no have any doubts. No doubts. Alright. So r plus 1 the term is equal to r plus 1. If you are taking r is equal to 0, it is t1. If you are taking r is equal to 1, it is second term. R is equal to 3, fourth term. R is equal to 20, 21st term. N is the common for every term. And if you observe, r plus 1 the term, first term suffix is 0, 1 less than. You are writing the suffix of C is 1 less than the number of term. The number of term is r plus 1. So 1 less than r plus 1 is r. Why? Because r plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 are cancelled. So it is NCR. Now we are discussing about a suffix. A power. A to the power of n minus suffix of C is r. N minus r. Into b power, we are discussing about b. B is equal to the suffix of C is r. This is the general form of the terms in binomial expansion. TR plus 1 is equal to NCR a to the power of n minus r into b power r. I am telling you again. So, from these four examples, four observations, we have observed these four important points. From we can write this. For example, if you want first term, then you can take r is equal to 0. R is equal to 0. That means 0 plus 1 is first term. So r plus 1 is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. T1 is equal to, then you can get the first term. For example, if you want second term, now you can take 2 plus 1. Sorry, 1 plus 1. R is equal to 1. If you want the 17th term, then R is equal to 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. Did you understand or not? I hope you understand. So please work hard. నేను చెప్పిన వెంటనే వినేసి అలా గాలికి వదిలేయొద్దు. Please work hard. From these four examples, I have observed. If you observe same like that, you can write the general formula very easily. If you are thinking like this is a small formula. We can buy a heart. We can buy a heart it and anukunte. So you can forget some other days. Some after some days. So don't like it. So from these four examples, you can understand the index of the binomial expression is n. So we are writing n. The suffix of C is 1 less than number of terms. If you want rth term, it has r minus 1. If you want r plus 1 the term, it is r. If you want third term, it is 2. If you want seventh term, it is 7. Sixth. So 1 less than the number of terms. The index of A is n minus suffix of C. N minus suffix of C. If, so, for example, if you want to write second term, n minus 2. Third term, n minus 3. Like that. The same way, b power r is the suffix of C is equal to the index of B. This is the general formula for the general formula for the terms in binomial expansion. So be careful, students. If they are asking a question, for example, 3x minus 2y power 20. They are asking fifth term. Now we are taking r is equal to 4. That means tr plus 1 is equal to t. R plus 1 is 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Now we are writing n. The value of n here 20. 20 c r value what you are taking? 4 a power 3x to the power of n minus r. N minus r means 20 minus r into b power r. B means minus 2i. R value is 4. You can simplify these value. You can get the fifth term of our expression. So we can do the some problems in this method. We can do the some problems in this method. So you can understand. I think you can understand this. This is very well. So I'm asking you one question to you. Can you write the TR term? TR. I don't want TR plus 1. I just want TR. How can we write? Now we are writing. So N C. Here observe here. Here R plus 1 minus here. That means R plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 are cancelled. You are getting R. The same way we are R, subtract minus 1 from here, R minus 1. The same way A to the power of N minus the suffix of N minus suffix of C. N minus suffix of C is R minus 1. It becomes R plus 1 into B to the power of R. R means R minus 1. This is the formula for TR. TR. TR means, so rth term. Actually I started rth term. So you are getting some confusion. That's why I roughed that TR. I reading TR plus 1. Now we are reading TR. TR plus 1 term is NCR A power N minus R into B power R. TR is equal to NC R minus 1 into A power N minus R plus 1 into B power R minus 1. So you can understand these 4 points very clearly. The first point is N is equal to the degree of the binomial expression, and the suffix of C is 1 less than the number of term, and A index is N minus the suffix of C, and the fourth point, the index of B is equal to the suffix of C. So ఇక్కడ suffix అనే ఓడి కోడ్ ఇది ఈక్వల్ ఇది n మైనస్ ఈ c యొక్క suffix ఎలా ఉంటుంది 1 మైనస్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టర్మ్. సో tr plus 1 is equal to ncr a power n minus r into b power r. If you want to write rth term, you can write like this. So can you tell me, can you write the fifth term? Fifth term. We want fifth term. How can we write? We want fifth term. Now we are writing t4 plus 1. We are writing 4 in the form of 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So now we are writing NC4. So a to the power of n minus 4 into b power 4. This is the fifth term. Okay, observe this. T5 is equal to T4 plus 1. T4 plus 1. T4 plus 1 is equal to NC4 Tr minus 4 into. We are thinking, how did you write T4 plus 1? T5 is equal to, this is also same. T5 is equal to 1. The suffix of C is 1 less than the number of term. We want a fifth term. 5 minus 1 is 4. So index of A is n minus the suffix of C and b power 4, like this. Did you understand, boys? Shall we do the problems in this method? So before going to that, so we have to discuss some more things. These are in your textbook. I think we have a table. I'll explain that. Then move on to the next one. For example, in the binomial expansion a plus b whole power n, its general formula is, we are discussing now. Tell me, what is the general form of this one? That is NCR a power n minus r into b power r. The same way. Now a minus b whole power n. The general form of a minus b whole power n. Can you tell? It's easy. Why? How it? There is a small and a slight difference. We have already discussed a plus b whole power n and a minus b whole power n. If you observe in these two, the odd terms having plus symbol and the even terms having negative symbol. For example, the first term nc naught a power n into b. Plus, the next term is b, minus b. Why? Because so that here minus b. So minus nc1 a power n minus 1 into b power. That means the even odd number of terms are having plus symbol. Even number of terms are having negative symbol. So that's why I am common minus 1 whole to the power of 1. సో ఆ టర్మ్ కి నెగిటివ్ రావాలా పాజిటివ్ రావాలా n డిసైడ్ చేస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ n ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 1 అనుకోండి మైనస్, సో n ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0 తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి 1 పాజిటివ్, n ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2 తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి పాజిటివ్. -1 హోల్ టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ n ఇంటూ NCR a power n minus r into b power r. The same way 1 plus x whole power n. Can you write the general formula? The first thing is NCR is common. So here 1 power n. 1 power n, anything power 1 power anything is equal to 1. No need to write it. Love that. Next one, x to the power of n. X to the power of n. The complete sense is, if you can't understand, I am writing NCR a 1 to the power of n minus r. R is r into b power of b is x to the power of n. So if you observe this, 1 to the power of anything is equal to 1 to the power of anything is equal to 1. That's why I am not writing 1 to the power of n minus r. So we are getting only NCR x to the power of n. The same way, now we have to write 1 minus x whole power. So this is also the like a second case. We are getting positive negative signs. So this is -1 whole to the power of n into NCR x to the, sorry, this is not n, this is r, x to the power of r. Why? Because b power r b and x b power r. These are the 4 general formulas. Not only these 4, if you want to write some more, you can x plus y and x plus 2, y plus 5, like that. So these are the general formulas of these 4 binomial expressions. The first one is only positive, that's why we are writing NCR a power n minus r into b power. And the next one is a minus b, that symbol of b is minus, that's why we are keeping -1 whole to the power of n. And the next one is 1 plus x whole power n, like this, 1 minus whole power n, like this. Are you okay? Did you understand? So these are the general forms. What is the general form of a binomial, a term in the binomial expression? TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x to the NCR a to the power of n minus r into b power r. Are you okay? Shall we do the problems in this method? And the one more important point is, that is, so you can understand what I asked the questions before. I asked some questions. I wrote the 3x minus 2y whole to the power of 10. What is the fifth term? Fifth term means t5. T5 is equal to t4 plus 1. So you can write, okay, t5 is equal to t4 plus 1. t4 plus 1 is equal to NCR x to the power of n, r value 4, n minus 4 into b power 4. So we can, for example, if you want t10, t10 is equal to t9 plus 1, that is equal to NC9 x to the power of n minus 9 x to the power of r a to the power, whatever you want, that is b power 9, like that. So this is from beginning. Beginning means from start the 9th term, 5th term, from start to 10th term. First నుంచి 5th term, first నుంచి 10th term. అలా కాదు నాకు ఈసారి కావాల్సింది, వెనక్కి నుంచి 5th term కావాలి. The 5th term from end, from back to 5th term. I want the 10th term from back. First నుంచి 5th term, sorry, back నుంచి 5th term, back నుంచి 10th term కావాలి. అలాంటప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే, we are using the formula for that is n, it has n plus 1 terms. A binomial, the degree of a binomial expression is n, then it has n minus 1 terms. N minus 1 minus of r minus, sorry, r plus r minus 1. N minus r minus 1th term find out. N minus r minus 1th term find out చేయాలి. అంటే n plus 1 minus r plus 1, that is equal to n minus r plus 2th, n minus r plus 2 the term find out చేయాలి మనం. n minus r plus 2, it's very easy, not tough, don't buy all this. N means the number of terms, minus r means the required term, whatever the term you want from back to 5th term, so r is equal to 5. That means we are taking r is equal to 4 actually. So plus 2. That is from beginning we are finding directly T5, T6, T7, T whatever they are asking you can. For example, if you are asking from back to from end to the fourth term, from end to the fifth term, you can use the formula n minus r plus 2 the term. N minus 2 plus 2 the term. For example, this is the question. Here I wrote that. For example, I am writing a question like this: a minus 2b whole power 20. A minus 2b whole power 20. The question is, we have to find the sixth term from back. We have to find sixth term from back. So I am giving this question to you. You can solve this. So that means which term I have to find. That's it. No need to no need to find the term. Just which term I have to find. That means can we find T5? Can we find T6? Can we find T3? Can we find T4? కొందరు అనుకుంటారు బ్యాక్ నుంచి సిక్స్త్ టర్మ్ అంటే లాస్ట్ టర్మ్ 21. సో బ్యాక్ 20, 19, 18, 17, 16 ఇలా they can count by fingers. They can count using the fingers. For example, if it is a 200, they want 66th term from back. If it is 200, they are asking 60. How can we count now? 201, so 200, 199, 198, 176, 170, like that. Is that? So we having only 1 minute for less than 1 minute for 1 bit, but we have to find the 66th term for 200th terms. So it's take more than 5 minutes to 5 minutes. So that means 4 bits are gone away. That's why you are using the formula n minus r plus 2. N is the number of terms. That means here 20, I have to take a 20. Rth term, if they are asking the fourth term, you can take r plus 2. You can get some value. That means, for example, you get the 16, you can find the T16. If you get the 13, you can find T13. T13 means again T12 plus 1. So write the general formula, you can find. So now we have learned so many things from in this video. So again, the first one is general formula. General formulas are derived and observed from the general forms of these numbers. If you observe these 4 terms, you can write the general formula very easily. If you write TR plus 1 is equal to NCR a to the power of n minus r into b power r. For example, if you write rth term is T NCR minus 1 into a to the power of n minus r plus 1 into b power r minus 1. Okay, if it has r, the suffix is r minus 1. So the same way b power r minus 1. Here r minus 1, so n minus r minus 1, n minus r plus 1, like that. So then for example, if they are asking from back to fifth term, for back to seventh term, from back to eighth term, if they are asking these type of questions, we can find which term have to find. Is this fifth term? Is this ninth term? Is this 10th term? Or is this 12th term? So in this confusion, we have to find n minus r plus 2th term. For example, n minus r plus 2 is 7 value, you can find the T7. N minus r plus 2 is 20, you can find the T20. Are you okay? So you can solve some problems what we have learnt here now. Are you okay? So now I am erasing the board. At the time of erasing, you have to recalculate and recapture all the general formulas. Have to memorize all. That means recite all. TR plus 1 is equal to the same way. Are you okay? So now I am taking a question from formula. Find fourth term in the expansion of x minus 2y whole to the power of 12. This is the question. The problem first of all. They are giving the question. Find the fourth term. You have to find fourth term. Fourth term means we have to keep in our mind what we have to find. T4. T4 is equal to T3 plus 1. You can find. So we know that. So we can find here what is A? X is A. What is B? Minus 2y is B. What is N? N is 12. So if you want to tell directly proceed. We know that the formula, the first formula, first problem and formula. What is the formula? TR plus 1 is equal to, tell me, NCR A to the power of N minus R into B power R. So we want fourth term. So T4 is equal to, we are writing T3 plus 1 is equal to N. The N value is 12. C. R value. What is R value here? 3 into A to the power of A is X to the power of N minus 12 minus R value 3 into B. B is minus 2y whole to the power of R. R is 3. Did you understand this? Did you understand that? Did you? So here T4 is equal. First of all, NC, N value entama 12. I am writing. C, R value was the here minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. A power A X to the power of N minus R. N into 12. 12 minus 3 into B into minus 2 whole to the power 5. You can simplify. 12 C3 value. How can you find? 12 into 11 into 10 by 3 into 2 into 1. 3 2 is 6 to 2 times. Now you can multiply. How is that? 11 times are 110. 110 into 2, 220. 220 into, this is x to the power of 8 into, this is minus 2 cube. Minus 2 cube is minus 8 into y cube. Minus 8 into y cube. Now we can multiply these two. What you are getting? Minus 1760 x to the power of 8 y cube. This is the answer. Minus x power 9. So here on 12 minus 3 is 9. That is x to the power of 9 y cube. This is the answer. Minus 1760 x to the power of 9 y cube. This is the answer. This is the third term in our expression. This is the third term in our expression. The same question, for example, not like this, just I am asking you. So if you want to find T9 or T6, shall we do this? I am not asking the question, but we have to get more knowledge. That's why I am giving the question. T6 is equal to, how can we write? T5 plus 1 is equal to N 12C5 x value x to the power of 12 minus 5 into minus 25 whole to the power of 5. Is this right? NCR 12C5 x to the power of 12 minus 5 into minus 2y whole to the power of 5. That is it. 12C5 value. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 cancel by here 2 times. 2 2 are cancelled. 4 cancel by here 2 times. 3 cancel by here 3 times. 12 11s are 132 into 6. 792. Is this right? 6 2 is 12, 1. 18 plus 1, 19, 1, 700. So this is 792 into x to the power 12 minus 5, 7 into minus 2 power 5. Minus 2 power 5 is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. That is minus 32 into y power 5. So you can multiply 792 into 32. 792 into 32. Now multiply 4, 8, 15. Is this right? Yes. 6, 27, 2, 21 plus 2, 23. 4, 4, 13, 5, 2, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, x power 7, y power 5. So once observe the multiplication here. 4, 18, 1, 15, 6, 27, 2, 27 plus 3, 4, 6 plus 4, 13, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 4, x to the power of 7, y power 5. This is the sixth term in the given expression of the given expression, that is 2x x minus 2y whole to the power of 12. Are you okay? Are you okay? This is the way of this is the way of asking. They are asking. This is the way. What is the fourth term? What is the sixth term? What is the 10th term? What is the 12th term? So in our expression it has only 13 terms. They are asking by up to 13 terms. So if they are asking the first term and last term, very easy, and the second term also easy. If they are asking fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, that means they have some tough. Are you okay with this? Shall we do one more problem in this model? That is in our textbook. I will explain the results. That is, what is the 13th term? They are asking 13th. I am explaining this is also term in the expansion of 9x minus 1 by 3 root x whole to the power of 18. That is the question. Find 13th term in the expansion of 9x minus 3 root x whole to the power of 18 where x is not equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, then these values see 0. That's why they are giving a condition where x is not equal to 0. Where x is not equal to 0. Now we can write now we can solve that T13. So we know that TR plus 1 is equal to, what is the formula? NCR x to the power of n minus r into b power r. So they are asking 30. T13 is equal to T12 plus 1 is equal to n value 18 C 12. Is this correct? 18 C 12. X value is 9x. 9x whole to the power of 18 minus 12 into 1 by 3 root x whole to minus 1 by 3 root x whole to the power of r value is 12. Is this okay, boys and girls and the students? Is this okay? 18 C12 NCR, n is 18, C r is 12 into 9 x value is 9x to the power of 18 minus 12 into minus 1 by 3 root x whole to the power of 12. Now we can simplify 18 C2, 18 into 17 into 16 into 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, So we can simplify this. So if it is become tough, you can use the general our formula, that is NCR is equal to n factorial by r factorial n minus r factorial. That means 18 factorial, 18 factorial, 18 into 17 into 16 into 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 factorial by, that is 12 factorial n minus r factorial, 6 factorial, 6 factorial, n minus r into 18 minus 12, 6 factorial, 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, 12 factorial cancel. Okay, 6 cancel by here, 3 times, 3 cancel by 3 cancel, 4 cancel by here, 4 times, 2 cancel by here, 2 times, 5 cancel by here, 3 times. Now 13 12s are, so 12 6, 17 6 are 17 into 6, 2 4, 1 6 are 6, 6 plus 4 10 into 14 13s are, here we have 13 13s are 169, we have to add 113, so this is 182. So now we are multiplying 102 into 182. Did you understand that? The calculation, I think you know very well about that. So I am doing my own way, you can do your own way, but your answer and my answer will be coincide. So here what I did 17 into 2 3s are 6, I am multiplying 102 here, 14 13 is 14, 13 square is 169, 13 into 13 is 169, I am adding one more 13, I am getting 182. Now I am multiplying 2 2s are 4, 0 2 into 8 2s are 6, 1 8 into 2 0 1 4 6 5 8 1, I am getting that much of answer, that is 18564 into, this is 9x whole to the power of 6. I am separating, that is 9 power 6 into x power 6 into, this is minus 1 to the power of 12 means positive, leave that. The same way 1 by 3 power 12 into root x means x to the power of 1 by 2 whole to the power of 12. Root x is x to the power of 1 by 2. I am applying a power a by b whole power m, a power m by b power m. So now I am writing 18564 into 9 power 6. 9 power 6 means 3 square, 9. 3 square whole to the power of 6, that means 3 power 12. This is 3 power 12 into x power 6 divided by the denominator also 3 power 12 into, this is a power m whole power n, and 1 by 2 into 12, it will cancel by 6. So 6 x to the power of x to the power of 6, this is cancelled. So our answer is 18564. So our answer is 18564. Have you understand? How you understand this? And అర్థమైందా? సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మన సింప్లిఫికేషన్ చేయడంలోనే ఉంది, ఇంకా వచ్చే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇంకా టఫ్ ఉన్నాయి సింప్లిఫికేషన్స్ మనం పర్ఫెక్ట్గా చేయగలిగితే జస్ట్ వీఆర్ రైటింగ్ వన్ ఫార్ములా, దట్ ఈస్ CR plus 1 is equal to NCR into x to the power 1 minus r into before r, that's it. But we are writing, we are solving and we are calculating, the calculation part is the most important and most essential. So that should be a 100% perfection and 100% correct accuracy. So మనం చేయాలి సార్. Did you understand this? 13th term means 12 plus 1. So there is a small calculation. I am telling you in my own way. If you can do your own way, you can get easily understand. Are you okay? Shall I do the one more problem in this method? Okay.